Okay, so welcome back to the $1 million launch part 4, where I'm walking you through the exact strategy that we use to, in just one single launch, generate our clients over 500K cash collected and over $1 million in total sales volume. So, on the last video, I talked about the nurture sequence on what actually went into the launch when it came from someone registering and applying, what happened to them during that process from lead to then getting them primed to buy during sales week. And that's what exactly I'm going to be diving into, is looking at this week 3 of the launch and just looking at what we did and how we were able to make our client so much money. So first off, I'll just quickly recap the offer, just so you know that, and then I'll talk about the actual process on how we sold it. So this was the offer, and this was the first time I've actually ever done something like this. So typically, I've been very much in the camp of one offer. A confused mind always says no. Never give them 2 offers. Don't give them something to think about, because then they'll make no decision. And that's something I've literally stuck to my entire marketing career. This time, though, we had 2 offers. A group study course and a VIP program. 2 different price points. One was $2K, one was $5K. They both had a 6-month payment plan. So there's technically 4 payment options, but there was obviously just 2 for each. And it worked incredibly well. So, I'm very now open to the idea of having 2 offers because, this made so much money. So real quick, they were both 12-month coaching offers. The group study was basically the course, the community, 2 coaching sessions a week. So 2 live Q&As or live coaching sessions a week for the year. And then obviously just like a stack of different bonuses. The VIP was, again, the course, the community, the same 2 coaching sessions every single week, the same bonuses. Then you would also get a one-on-one session with the coach, like the influencer, the person they're buying from. And then you would also get free access to 2 in-person masterminds over the next 12 months, which is obviously pretty cool. And then, as well as getting the coaching twice a week straight away, they would also get an 8-week accelerator program, which was basically the first 8 weeks inside of the program. They would have extra coaching to accelerate the results over the initial 2 months. And then after that 8 weeks finished, they would then go get basically bi-weekly VIP calls. So alongside these 2 calls a week with the rest of the students, the VIPs would get bi-weekly VIP calls, which obviously would just be a smaller group, get more intimate coaching. So a pretty stacked offer, if we're being honest. 2 to 5K. I've seen stuff for the VIP. I've seen stuff like this sold for 10 to 15K. So it was definitely a great offer. One of the reasons why we didn't price it too high or so high is because this is still kind of like a biz op. We are targeting beginners. So we're not targeting already well-established business owners. So that's obviously something we wanted to consider when it came to the price. And we obviously just wanted to make it a complete no-brainer offer, which I feel like we did. And I feel like both of these, depending on the price point you want to pay, are both really good offers. So if we look at... let's break down. So if we look at the week 3, and then I'll dive into the actual sales numbers. So week 3 was, and again, if you haven't watched the last video, go and watch it now, because then this diagram will make a bit of sense to you. But in week 3 is when we basically started selling. So in contrast to the previous 2 weeks, we didn't have any course content get released on week 3. It was just live sessions. And there was 15 sessions. Okay, so within 7 days, the clients went live 15 times with different coaching sessions. So obviously on average, around 2 a day. Now that's a lot. And it was a lot. Some of these sessions lasted 3 hours. So it was definitely a lot. There's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it generated them over $1 million. So, it is what it is. It's funny. We've had clients at the agency where we'll get them we'll write them a VSL, and the VSL obviously, maybe it's a 15-minute long VSL, and it'll take them 2 months to film. And they'll be like, oh, I'm too busy for this, blah, blah, blah. And it'll take them forever to get that 50-minute video filmed. And we've got these guys who do millions of dollars very well respected in their industry and niches, huge followings online, super busy, obviously, but they're going live twice a day for like 2 hours at a time, you know? So it just kind of shows you, like, you can just tell the difference between like people who make money and people who don't make money, especially when you run like a service-based business. And it's always the people who don't make that much money are the ones who are always telling you how busy they are and like how they don't have enough time to do anything. Where, you know, some of our best clients who make the most money are the people who are just like up for doing anything or doing whatever's necessary to get the result. Now, is this sustainable? Could they do this every week? Obviously not, right? This is like a launch, so it's not something designed to be done every few weeks. So, but at the end of the day, you know, yes, it's very intense, but it works. So obviously throughout the week 3, we just had email reminders going off, Facebook group reminders going off, getting people, as many people as possible, to the live sessions. And these live sessions, they basically focused on overcoming objections, presenting future opportunities, identifying key steps, and any like cool extras, right? So obviously objections, stuff like in this business's case, like how to make, you know, and this is just an example of what you could do, like how to make 6 figures a year, or like how to make 6 figures in the next 12 months, even if you're brand new, right? So one of the objections could be, I'm brand new, I don't think I'm ready for this, right? So we'd overcome that objection. Or one of the other live sessions could have been how to get to 10K a month with this business without needing any tech, right? So that could have been, again, one of the objections to starting a new business opportunity is, oh, I'm not very good at tech, I don't have the skills, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we're going to show you how you can do that without any tech. So we just identified the biggest objections that the customer could potentially have to buying. And we basically just did a live session on it to like overcome their objection, but also to help them and show them, hey, this is actually possible. What you've got is a false belief. So that's part of the objections. Then the opportunities. So this is just basically any like type of opportunities in this particular, like you can pick it for your individual business or your individual niche, and then you would like talk about that. So for example, I don't know, in the agency space, if this was a coaching program teaching people how to build an agency, maybe you would have a live session on AI and how to create an AI-powered agency. Something like that, right? Something that's relevant for that niche, for that business, and that presents like a lucrative opportunity that they could take advantage of. We did a live session on that topic and explained that opportunity for them. And obviously that will, you know, obviously the first one overcomes their false beliefs and their objections, so then they buy. This one presents lucrative opportunities, so they can see this amazing opportunity and they want to take advantage of it, so they buy. And we're pitching in all these live sessions, by the way. Like, we pitch pretty hard. So yes, we're teaching and we're coaching, but at the end, obviously, we are just definitely pitching and answering questions about the program. And throughout the week, before I go on, we've got email reminders with links to the sales page, you know, and stuff like that. So pretty much we would like send an email reminding people to attend the live session. And then in the PS of pretty much every email, it would be like, hey, just so you know, there's 6 days left to buy before the deadline passes, right? Because when week 3 went live on the Monday, the deadline was the next Tuesday. So they had 7 to 8 days to buy. So when we didn't really have any sales emails that were just designed to sell. Because we had like 2 live sessions a day, we were already sending like 3 to 4 emails a day, reminding them to show up to the live sessions. So we didn't actually really send any sales emails. They were all just getting them to attend the live sessions. But in the PS, we would always mention the program, mention how many days they've got left to buy, and obviously have a call to action to go to the sales page. So that's how we sold. But the key was to get them to the live sessions. We would give them value, overcome objections, show them opportunities, and then we would pitch at the end to get them to buy. Then the other live sessions were on like key steps. So it was just like the 6 steps you need to create a, you know, if it was an e-commerce coaching program, a 6-figure e-commerce coaching business. So it was more like high-level basic stuff that maybe what we didn't teach or cover in week 1 and 2. So it was just kind of like the key steps to consider. Or, for example, maybe one of the advertising channels you teach in your program is about TikTok, right? So it's like the 4 steps to build a viral TikTok page. I don't know, I'm making stuff up, obviously, because it depends on obviously your business, but like kind of just like that type of stuff where it's like the 4 secrets, the 4 steps, and then we just pick like an area of the business that we wanted to focus on. And then just any extra stuff. So anything that we found throughout the first 2 weeks, people's feedback, people's questions, people's feedbacks on the forums, just like the general energy inside of the Facebook group. What did we feel like these people needed help with the most? And the whole goal is basically to find out what people want answers to, and you just title that the title of the live session, because that's going to get them to show up. And you answer the question, you overcome it, and then you pitch them. So that's like the biggest thing, is to just get inside of your customer's mind at this point, understand what are they asking, what are they unsure of, what do they want answers to, and you just use those as the title of the live sessions, and then people will show. Because once people will show, then you can close them. The hardest part is getting people to show up to these live sessions, because obviously there's so much of them, right? So the whole goal is to just hook them enough that they want to obviously get up to the live session, and then, you know, we give them a load of value, and then we close them, obviously. So that's like a full breakdown of everything. And yeah, that's pretty much what we did. And the week 3 went on again for like a week. Then the deadline was on Tuesday, and then we closed the cart. We did have a ton of people being like, hey, because obviously there's so much content, hey, I've had no time to like catch up on any of the live sessions. So on the Tuesday, we announced that we're going to leave basically everything open until the Friday. So on the Tuesday deadline, there was no extra live sessions or anything after that. There was no emails. We stopped promoting, but we did leave the Facebook group and school and like the course up inside of school. And then on that Friday, we shut everything down. So we closed the Facebook group. We removed the course and the live session replays from the members area inside of school. School's still open, but that's just because I don't believe you can just delete a school group straight away. You have to wait for like the billing cycle to end. So school is still open right now, technically, but if you go in there, there's nothing in there. We basically deleted all of the course. And that's what we did. And like I said, it kind of resulted in us making over $1 million for our clients. You can see again from the ads, if you guys hadn't watched the previous video on the ads, we spent $30,000 on registration ads. We spent $32,000 in total because we had some reminder ads and some sales ads. And I'll touch on the sales ads now as well. So we did have sales ads going throughout that 3rd week. So as soon as we started pitching in week 3, we set up some sales ads that retargeted all of the leads. They were fairly basic, honestly. It wasn't anything crazy. It was very much just like I mentioned in a previous video, the reminder ads and the sales ads, there wasn't like a ton of crazy. They could be optimized for sure, although they did make a lot of money. So it's good that they weren't even fully optimized, but they still made a lot of money. So they were very much like, hey, hope you've enjoyed the 2 weeks. Just so you know, enrollment is open to, you know, our flagship program. Here's what you get. Click the link to join. The deadline is on Tuesday at midnight. So pretty direct, just retargeting the leads. And we just spent $1,700 on those ads. So in total, we spent $32K on ads. We collected from the ads directly. So this doesn't include any of the organic sales. We collected $145K, which means that the cash profit was $112K. Total sales volume, if all the payment plans come in, which is like double, is $316,000, which means the total profit from total sales is $283,000, which you can see is a pretty impressive ROAS. So from the ad spend, we got a cash ROAS of 4.5, which, you know, is crazy. A cash ROAS of 4.5, and the total ROAS is 9.8. Most marketers would jump out of bed screaming with delight if they could get a total ROAS of 4.5 on like the lifetime value of a customer. We got it on the first day, with the first transaction of each customer, right? Well, after the first week, because some people bought on the first day, some people, you get the point, right? So total cash ROAS after the launch finished of 4.5, total sales ROAS was 9.8. And again, you can get these numbers if you're spending like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, you know, because then it's a bit easier. but we spent 32K, which, we spent 32K in 2 weeks. And, we generated, a 9.8 total ROAS, 4.5 cash ROAS. So it's pretty good. And, we obviously for our clients, we help them build the entire process. We obviously consulted with them on the launch stuff, but we built the funnels, the sales pages, wrote all the emails, we wrote all the ads, we managed all the ads, we helped them with absolutely everything. They obviously did show up and teach all of the lessons, and they definitely had a very big influence on this whole process, right? If you're a complete beginner and you've never sold live before and you've never sold a coaching program before, I probably wouldn't advise this type of strategy because it's very intense. It requires you to be good on video. It requires you to be very charismatic and be able to sell. So I'm not trying to say that we made all the magic happen, because if we didn't have our clients and if they weren't very good at what they do and they didn't create a great course and they didn't sell very well live, then obviously we wouldn't have made any money either, right? So it's kind of like a two-way street. They were very good, and obviously we built the entire thing so we could make as much money as possible. So I didn't want these videos to go on too long, but I feel like it's a pretty comprehensive breakdown of everything. If you guys watching this have any questions, if you feel like I missed anything out or you would like me to cover anything extra, then just let me know, and I'll either, if it's an easy question, I'll reply in the comments. If I've missed something big and you guys would like to know, then again, just let me know and maybe I'll make a future video on this. But if the feedback is good, I'll probably continue to make videos like this when we have big launches for our clients. I'll do like a YouTube video breakdown on everything so you guys can really see behind the scenes of what goes into a $1 million launch just like this.